Hi guys, my name is Tania and it's been a while. I'm sorry. But I'm back with you today because I have to do something ridiculously hard, and that is sorting out my childhood bookshelves. I've lived away from home for 7 years now, and my mum needs the space in this room, so I need to sort my stuff out, and anything that I don't get rid of this weekend is going to turn up in boxes at my flat in a few weeks' time, so I need to get rid of as much of it as possible. I've gotten a lot better at this, but it's still not quite second nature to me to get rid of stuff. But yeah, we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to try and tell myself that these can go to a new loving home where someone else can actually appreciate them, and let's get going. So this book has changed the world for a fiver, and I got this when I worked at Sainsbury's, and it caused a little bit of a scandal because there's this page in here that's about using the bathtub, and people got really angry about it because they kind of thought it might be a bit aimed at children, and it's got people performing different sex positions in a bathtub, and it's kind of hilarious and kind of wonderful, but I don't need it. In fact, I just found this newspaper article that I tucked in the front of it, which was about that book. I might tuck it in the front for whoever gets it next. So I used to have a weird obsession with dictionaries, and this one I used to use when I was doing like my GCSEs to find just outdated words that I probably shouldn't have been using anymore to like spice up my essays a little bit because I was that little dick. This isn't mine. So I have 2 copies of The Lord of the Rings. I have this beautiful, beautiful edition that is all 3 or all 6 books bound into one, but I never managed to read from it because it has such tiny font that you'll read for about an hour and have read a page, and it's really, really downheartening. But I also have the 3-book edition individually bound that I actually read from, and it's that sad, sad moment when you know that you're going to keep this set, which you got from the charity shop, versus this one, which you actually paid a stupid amount of money for. But I have so much more emotional attachment to the 3-book copy. Ugly edition, relevant as hell. I'm obsessed with the Brontes, but I don't actually like Wuthering Heights. I should just keep it on my Kindle, damn it. When your copy of Tess of the D'Urbervilles is so beaten up that no one else is going to want it, but you could also keep it on your Kindle even though it was your school edition and you love it. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. I loved The Time Traveller's Wife so much that when I lent it to a friend who never gave it back to me, I went out and found another copy in a charity shop and then never read it again, and I don't think I am going to read it again, so that can go. Also tagged under hella relevant. Don't care, don't care. So I freaking love the Princess Diaries, as can be testified by the fact that I have all of them apart from the most recent one, which is a travesty. But I'm like, am I going to read these again anytime soon? Probably not. I should give them away so that another girl can find them and appreciate the joy that is Princess Mia. So I'm going to put these in the pile. Which leaves me with one Meg Cabot book, which is Avalon High, which I would always read when I was ill or just feeling down. And especially if it was a rainy day, you could always read this book on a rainy day. I am going to keep this one. Never finished reading the House of Night series. Kind of want to know what happened. Kind of would have to reread them all. Kind of can't be bothered. These aren't going anywhere. Still don't care about it enough to keep it. Favourite series ever. I can always make room for these on my shelf. Is it bad if I look up how much this costs on Kindle? Because I'm kind of attached to it, but I also don't need this hella chunky book. It's still super expensive! This used to be like my favourite book, and it's kind of really sad and heteronormative now, and I don't know why I bought this. This is not the sort of thing that I read. Ever. So Ulysses, Vanity Fair and Crime and Punishment are the 3 books on this shelf that are on my 100 books list that I haven't actually read yet, so I'm going to keep those for now and try and get through them in the next couple of years, hopefully, maybe, we'll see. So Brian Jacks was like my childhood. Like my mum used to have arguments with librarians about whether I should be allowed to read these or not, because some libraries put them in the children's section, some libraries put them in the teenage section, and at the end of the day she always made it so that I could get like the latest one of these books, and I freaking loved them. I don't know how I feel about them now. I'm gonna maybe pick out my favourites, which is hard because I always wanted to collect all of them and I never got round to it, but if I'm gonna collect all of them, I guess I could collect them in newer editions so I don't have to keep them. I'm gonna pick up my favourites. Okay, so if Redwall was my childhood, The Confessions of Georgia Nicholson were my teenagerdom. I'm so torn what to do about these because I don't see myself reading them again anytime soon, but it's the whole set and it's like 35 quid to buy them all on Kindle. And also my copy of Then He Ate My Boy Entrancers was signed by Louise Renison, who was an absolute goddess and I miss her. But I also feel like I can't donate just every other book. I'm trying to do the whole Marie Kondo does it spark joy thing, and right now they don't know what to do. The last book on my shelf is this mildly insane book about giraffes, which teaches us about how giraffes came to Earth on a giant conveyor belt. Highly factual, 10 out of 10, would recommend. Probably don't need to keep it. Okay, so the shelf is empty. This is the pile of stuff that's definitely going. There's a lot of books there. These are the books that I'm keeping. That I'm not sure about that. That's just some random stuff. But these are the books that I am definitely keeping for now. They might turn up in Cardiff and I'll change my mind, we'll see. These books I don't think started out as mine, but they're very old and I don't feel comfortable getting rid of them. And this is the pile of books that I'm currently just screaming at because I don't know what to do with them and I'm super torn. And I think maybe I should get rid of them, but it also kind of makes me want to cry. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this emotionally fraught video. I have been psyching myself up for this for years and I still am not ready. I hope that you're having a lovely day and I will see you back in Cardiff very soon. Goodbye!